Hey peeps, it's Tripl-L, and today I'm here to bring you the new Fairy Tail chapter, Fairy Tail 49, Fairy Tail 0. It's effectively the countdown. We're gonna find out right now if this is actually something worth being excited about. And I've just looked at the first page. It's giving me hope. It's setting it up. That day, Fior was enveloped by light, and what was beyond it was... Okay. I'll be right back with you peeps. I am kind of doing this chapter as a reactionary chapter because I'm hoping for good things. Let's see what happens. They counted down. I'm excited. I'll catch up with you in a moment. Oh, buddies, this is a game changer, and not just a game changer in terms of the tactical advantage Eileen gave the characters or her side. This is a game changer because Gajeel's back in the fold. Okay, so let me just clear this out of the way because I do like Gajeel. When Gajeel died, I was holding hope for Mashima to pull one of his tricks and bring him back. And especially because the way that Gajeel went out, it wasn't a death, it was more like he was being dragged to an alternate plane of existence. That's why when I was speaking about the speculation that I did a few hours ago, I was talking about rewriting time because I would really have loved a situation where Gajeel's death could have been rewritten. We didn't get that, but we got something that was even better. And I think what I'm going to interpret it as is that Gajeel is actually in some kind of underworld or purgatory. He did get pulled out by Bradman, or that guy with the Grim Reaper kind of motif. He did get pulled away into some kind of place. I don't think he's in the rearranged Fior, but I am just happy. I'm happy that Gajeel's back. But let's talk about the actual game changer, because this chapter worked really well. I can now understand the countdown. It wasn't really counting down to something really big. I mean, yeah, there's really big things happening, like Zeref actually getting to Fairy Heart and Eileen pulling off her preemptive strategy. But the Fairy Tail 0 also refers to, of course, Fairy Tail 0, the little mini story or side arc that you had in the anime. And it presents Fairy Tail 0 pivotal character, which was Zera. So I think this chapter did a really good job opening with Mavis's flashback of Zera and ending with Zera. So on a terms of bookends, very nicely done. You know, when you have the countdown, it really makes you feel like something big is going to happen. And mind you, having Fior get shrunken to 1/20th of its size and having people and places all rearranged for no reason, that's pretty impressive. But it's not something that you would immediately think warrants a countdown. Zeref getting right next to Mavis, because as we found out, Eileen's whole plan was just to make sure Zeref gets to Mavis, and everyone else just kind of gets rearranged by the side effect. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. So in terms of ending the war, yeah, I guess you could count down to that. But I really do think the countdown was more having to do with bringing back the Fairy Tail 0 character, Zera, the girl that should never have existed, or the girl that was allegedly an illusion. But now we're seeing her and she's calling herself one of the fairies of origin. So it really means one of, I guess, the first Fairy Tail members. And she's being described as a light which illuminates the way forward. So that's a big deal to me, and I'm so happy that it is Gajeel who is meeting this character, because, and I will always say this, Gajeel's character is set up in such a way that he is used in very interesting scenarios. This has always been the case with Gajeel's character. He's been used as a double agent. He's been used to feed false information to the people he said he was being a double agent for. He's been used to find the Dragon Graveyard back in the Grand Magic games. His relationships with the other characters are way more mature and way more defined than Natsu's, and a bit more, I don't know, has more kind of depth to it. And now we have Gajeel meeting Zera. This is pretty great to me. I'm pretty happy with this outcome and having Gajeel being used in this particular way. I also think I do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gajeel is still in some kind of underworld because Acnologia acknowledged that he is out of there. But now let's talk about Acnologia because there's something here that I think is fundamentally flawed. Eileen's goals was to move Zeref away and put him right next to Mavis, keep Mavis in the same place, keep Fairy Heart in the same place, and then also remove Acnologia, put him very far away. Except her field of influence is the continent of Fior, but Fior got reduced to 1/20th of the size. Mind you, it clearly takes Acnologia a bit to cross any certain distance. I mean, the time between him killing that guy. Oh man, why am I forgetting his name? It's because he's unimportant. Hybrid Theory. What was his name? Oh yeah, God Serena. The time between him killing God Serena and showing up in front of Eileen, I think a lot of time passed. So he's clearly not flying very fast, even though he's this really powerful dragon. So if Eileen dropped him off at the very edge of her influence of the original Fior size, I can buy that. I can buy that Acnologia is put away for a couple of days. Cool, that's pretty cool to me. Let's see, anything else I can really talk about this? Oh, finding out that Natsu kind of negated August's magic because it was heat based. Come on, August, come on, you know the boy's a fire dragon slayer. Do your homework, you're the king of magic. You could have used ice or something, right? Like, that was kind of whatever. I don't know. Good thinking on Natsu's part. But yeah, peeps, what do you think of this chapter? Was it worth the hype? Was it worth the countdown? I'm going to say, because with the ending page, with the last page, the nature of the countdown is revealed, with it being the tie-in to Fairy Tail Zero and its most dubious character. I think because I'm going to interpret the countdown as that, just this culmination of Fairy Tail Zero's full integration into the story. Yeah, I'm happy with this chapter. We got the return of Gajeel. We got him placed in the underworld, about to meet Zera, or meeting Zera, and she's being described as pretty much the way forward, the possible way to win this battle. I would love to know what this Zera is. I do think this is actually the consciousness of Zera. She must have been She must have been there with Mavis in some form. And if this is that same character, I'll be really happy. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Honestly, I think the chapter made a lot of a hoopla about how the continent has changed. Yeah, I mean, places are where they aren't supposed to be, but that's not anything particularly. It's a game changer for the armies that were involved in this fight, but it's really not much else, because Eileen's people also got rearranged, and I don't know, that's just random. What else can I say? It was good to see the royal family people. Like, that was nice. Oh, Eileen had a very interesting little segment where she's crossing her legs. There's no reason to have that focus there, unless that's either Hiro trying to make some kind of perversion quota, or him trying to hint at Eileen's character. Because her crossing her legs could be like Ursa wearing her armor, or Urza wearing her armor. I'll have to see. We'll have to see what that meant, because honestly, it's a waste of a panel. It's just effectively the same panel, just one panel of her legs uncrossed and then just crossing her legs and while talking. So that'll be something to see. Overall, peeps, I really like this chapter because we got the return of Gajeel. I like the kind of twist that was thrown in here, because really we could have done without the rearranging of the world. Sure, that does change up the battlefield, and it's kind of a shock factor for every person living on Fior. And yeah, there's a big ramification with Fior losing 19/20ths of its land. Like, Fior became a smaller country. It has less land. That's a big problem, like on an economic standpoint, or just on population. Right? You would think, though? Yeah, I think that's a big deal. Anyway, peeps, that's it for me. I'm excited for next week. Let me know what you think. Till next time, have a good day.